Hi there, good afternoon once again. Welcome back to the Shadow Studios out in the heart of the North, right here with us this afternoon. I'd like to say good afternoon to my selector Mo Khan once again. And thank you for joining us right here on SA Vinyl DJs. So guys, this afternoon again, once again, a special show that's happening, of course. Before I introduce the gentleman that's on my left, which is your right, there's a couple of issues that we just want to just clear up. We want to say good afternoon to all the guys in Belgium once again out there. And of course, New Zealand did stay awake last week, and I had some positive feedback for last week saying more lighting, you know. So guys, send your suggestions to us. Of course, catch us on savinyldjs.co.za. You know, send your emails to info@savinyldjs.co.za, and I can promise you we will definitely try our best to attend to any suggestions that you have for the podcast and for the show. Of course, to our sponsors, ACOM Reliable Branding and Printing Solutions, find them at www.a-com.co.za. We'd like to say a big thank you, and of course to SA Music Library, the app to have on your phone right now. Support SA Music Library, and of course download the app from the Google Play Store and Apple iStore. I always confuse that one, but nevertheless, get it onto your phone, guys, and make sure that you click on live video stream. You'll find SA Vinyl DJs. There's video on demand episodes. There's a share section. There's a suggestion section, and of course, SA Vinyl DJs, the vinyl solution. That's where we try and make sure the format is alive and well. And on that note, I'm going to say, Mo, is the format alive and well?
The format is definitely alive and well.
We all know vinyl outsold MP3s last year. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to say the gentleman on my left and your right is one of my dearest and oldest friends. We've known each other for probably about 30 years. And I got to say to you, definitely something I do when I play is modeled on what this gentleman does. I need to say that to you. So good afternoon to Mr. Selwyn Bartlett. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for being you. Thank you for the contribution that you have made to the game. Thank you for the contribution, and thank you for the friendship. Good afternoon and welcome to SA Vinyl DJs. It's an honor and a privilege.
Well, it's an honor and privilege. Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm glad to be here. Looking forward to getting back onto the vinyls, which I haven't played for many years.
Okay.
But yeah, interesting.
All the girls say that, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I haven't played vinyl for many years. I need to say that to you. Yeah, so yeah, Selwyn, tell us a little bit about the set. I mean, that you're going to be doing for us.
The set coming up, I randomly just chose some stuff. I know Mo Khan, the selector, selected a couple of things as well. Okay. So it's a mix. So there's a mixed bag of mostly predominantly 80s, so from the early 80s to later 80s. Okay. And that's where I'm staying. I'm not going to go into another era like the early 90s or anything like that. Okay. So I'm sticking with the 80s because that's what people, you know, they know me for being the best in the 80s. Okay. Whenever I'm out doing an old school party, they always say, "Why are you not playing this? Why are you not playing that? That is too new." Okay. So I'll stick with what people know me for being the best, you know. Yes. And that was I think that was a great era of music as well.
I have to say to you, look, I met you in the late 80s, I think it was, and I got to say to you, for me, you were the best in the 90s.
It was.
For me personally.
No, for me as well. Because I think you've matured, you've learned more skill. Yes. You've travelled around and picked up a couple of other things. Because, you know, otherwise you were just caught up in a box. Okay. Caught up in a box, meaning that you just knew what you knew.
And what I do know as a fact, and this is a fact, I need to say this to you out there, is that Selwyn Bartlett was the first guy in Cape Town, if not South Africa, to play Two Brothers on the Fourth Floor. I Can't Help Myself.
Thank you.
Okay, he literally broke that song into Cape Town, and it became a hit straight after that. And I know that as a fact because I got the second copy. So joining us this afternoon right here on SA Vinyl DJs, we want to say thank you to Mr. Selwyn Bartlett. He's with us. I got a WhatsApp earlier on from Oliver Super DJ. He was on last week. He said, I'm the biggest Selwyn Bartlett fan out there.
Well, thank you.
And he said, I can't wait to hear the set. and obviously to see Selwyn. And also that he says, please send Selwyn my apologies for stalking him on Facebook. So I need to say to you guys, we're going to have the hottest 80s set right here on SA Vinyl DJs in a few minutes from now. In the meantime, I'd also like to say welcome back to my producer, DJ Noisy Boy. He's with us all the way. And hopefully we're going to get him to do a vinyl set before Christmas 2019. And of course, Mokan spoke to me early on and said to me that some of the guys from Joburg are waiting for him to do that set that speaks to that club that he played at, where people were going wild to 2 lights, believe it or not, in town.
And a smoke machine.
Like 3,000 people and 2 lights in the whole club.
And a smoke machine.
And a smoke machine. That's what, I remember that. The smoke machine was on 24/7 in that place. You couldn't see where you were going. You know, I mean, so I remember somebody at the DJ box asking Brian, you know, for a drink, you know, and wanting to pay because you couldn't see what was happening. Nevertheless, we're going to be back after the break. We'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, ACOM Reliable Branding and Printing Solutions, and of course also to SA Music Library for hosting us on their app. And also I want to say thank you to my selector Mokan. He's going to be here. He's been looking forward to the show as well, and we'll be right back after this break. Hi there, welcome back again, Saturday afternoon right here on the app SA Music Library. Of course, SA Vinyl DJs bringing the DJs to you that do the move with the groove. And of course, the move with the groove, we all know what that is, the vinyl solution. Okay, records, you know, and like my youngest son always says, that big CDs, you know. So, which is the word we don't use on this program, by the way, Mo, so I need to say that to you. Anyway, so our special guest this afternoon, Mr. Selwyn Bartlett, he joins us. And before we get into a little bit of Q&A with Selwyn, because we really want to know who the real Selwyn Bartlett is. Okay, I want to say to all the guys out there, if you have an iPhone, just restart your phone. The app's been updated. And of course, if you're using Android, go to the Google Play Store, download the latest updates, update it. And obviously, we are in development constantly. So once a week, if you want to catch the updates, you know, make sure that you check in with us all the time. There's push notifications that happens as well. And of course, Selwyn Bartlett, the iconic DJ from Cape Town, South Africa, right here with us this afternoon. Okay, so Selwyn, tell us a little bit about the real Selwyn Bartlett. I mean, first of all, you originally from Grassy Park, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I'm originally born and bred in Steenberg. That's prior to Grassy Park. Okay. And there's quite a history there when it comes to DJing and music.
Yes.
Steenberg, that is.
Yes.
I think I was about 5 years old.
When you started DJing?
Yeah. Wow. Okay, now, yeah. It was
on reel-to-reel tapes? Or?
No, it was with 7 inches. 7 singles.
Okay.
The old gram, you know those gramophones, the gram.
Yes.
Yeah. Radio grams.
Yes.
We used to have regular, family social functions.
Okay.
On a Saturday afternoon, round about this time. And I used to be the DJ, and then the furniture gets pushed aside, and my grandfather, who comes from the Abrams family, now I can just name drop a little bit, Paul Abrams, the bass player for Pacific Express, was my grandfather's youngest brother. Okay. And they were quite just brothers, a whole lot of
fully
brothers.
aware with the Abrams families.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so, that Abrams yeah.
My grandpa was the eldest brother,
and
they were all musos.
Okay.
And he used to play the banjo in the Christmas band, in the Coons, and more so for the Langarm bands back then. Okay. I think it was less versatile, I can't remember who.
Yes.
And he used to come to me and says, no, you're playing nice records, but you're playing them wrong. I said, what do you mean? So he says, no, you have to play, there's a set of 2 waltzes, 2 quick steps, and that's how you do it, and got the party going.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's the type of repertoire the bands would play when they did their live gigs.
Wow.
So there I was, in the learning process, and put in 1 or 2 of my favorite songs, and I got the party going. Unfortunately, it was a family gathering, and there was a lot of refreshments consumed, and it will always end up in an argument.
Okay.
And I was told to stop the music, which I didn't like.
Okay.
But then the following Saturday we just carry on.
Okay.
I schooled primary school there. Then we moved to Grassy Park, and I still schooled in Steenberg.
All right.
During my high school days.
Yes.
and I finished school.
So your high school days, that's what, late 70s?
That's kind of, yes. So just 1977 to 1980.
Okay.
And that's when it actually really started. It was DJing at home, at the family parties, but then high school, there was we needed funds for the school, and we had to raise funds. Each class was given come up with a concept to raise money, and we decided we were having a disco, and they said, Selwyn, you like music, you're going to be the DJ. I said,
there's a word I haven't heard in a while, disco.
Yeah. So I said, well, I don't mind, I've got some records at home, but I don't have all the equipment to be I've got a little mini hi-fi, those Tempest mini ones with small speakers. That's not going to be big enough. So we begged and we borrowed, and we finally got something together and made all the stuff homemade with no money. Hey, I always tell the story.
Yes.
We used coffee tins, the big coffee tins.
Yes.
Put it on a piece of chipboard.
Yes.
And we used starter lights from the fluorescent tube, and put in the normal color bayonet bulbs into the coffee tin. And it flashes, and it reflects in the silver part of the tin.
Oh wow!
And then we took a beach ball, old beach ball, blew it up, put starch and paper.
Yeah, and made a mirror ball.
Made a mirror ball. Went to some glass place. I got some chipped off mirrors laying in the back there, and pasted it on there. Took a chain from the bathtub plug.
Yes.
Put that on there and used a motor, a PM10 battery and a motor from an old record player to get it spinning around.
Sure.
So
wow,
pretty simple, cost-free.
Talk about innovative.
Not just a DJ, very, very, very creative as well.
But this was my mentor who showed me all these little tricks.
Right.
Okay.
And he obviously made a plan because he saw how passionate I was about being a DJ.
Yes.
And he put it all together for me and showed me this is how you do this and this is how you do that and from there on it just we just flew.
So then you started out like everybody else, mobile.
Yeah.
And then you graduated to
go to the clubs.
Yeah. Okay, so now we get to the clubs.
Right.
Okay. So what was the first club?
Look, so now I'm still
officially.
I'm living in Grassy Park.
Yes.
But I'm actually living in Stellenbosch because I'm schooling there. My family, my grandmother, the disco guys are there.
Yes.
My first job when I left school was at where Blue Route Mall is now. It was called Multi Market back in the day. It was a small shopping centre. And I worked for Musica after leaving school. Left school early because I was crazy about music. I always wanted to work in the music store. And some guy by the name of Chris Blankenberg came and said, listen man, we need you. We're opening up there's a little restaurant we've been given to open up a nightclub, and you must come in. We've bought this whole new console with the BSR turntables.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah. So off I go to Retreat, opposite the Retreat Hotel. There's this beautiful place called Negresco, and that's where I started out with bell-driven turntables, no pitch control, and that's where it all started.
Negresco. So Negresco,
Club Ecstasy. Remember there was a place called Club Ecstasy was in the opposite.
Correct,
So
Ulrich Simmons played where?
At Ecstasy.
Ecstasy, that's right, yes.
But this is way before Ulrich.
Someone I want to actually get on the show. I must be honest with you. So we're going to get Selwyn to get him to come on the show and question him.
We'll connect with him. This is now way before Ulrich and Ecstasy arrived, Yes. And we had this Chris Blankenberg was a very bright guy. He came up with this concept. Listen, we need to make this place work because the restaurant was previously a restaurant. It was not working in this area. There was a need for it. We need to change. And very innovative guy. So he said, listen, invite all your friends, especially the ones that have cars, and we park in front of this place. So it looks like there were like 30 cars, but generally there were only 30 people inside. And we would lock the doors, and every time someone comes, do you mind if we come inside? And we said, no, it's full house. But we would actually have a little party in the foyer.
Yes.
So it looks like it's busy. There's nobody upstairs. Disco lights are flashing, and that created a momentum. It's like when you go to the movies and say there's full house. The more they tell you no, there's no more seats, you want to see the movie.
Yes.
After a month, we decided we ran a loss for a month. Let's open up the doors now, and it just went boom.
Wow.
And that's
and I'll tell you an interesting thing. People are still doing that. So on Facebook, there's like 5 people in the club, and then they take a photo of like the DJ and the 5 people around the DJ box, and they put it on Facebook, and it looks like it's raging. But that was pre-Facebook.
Yes,
marketing.
no. We're talking about 80s.
Way before Facebook.
1981.
So Negresco, and then obviously you had a residency there for a while.
For about 2 years.
Okay.
And then from there, the step up came, and it was Talk of the Town.
I remember Talk of the Town.
The Fun City.
Next to Fun City. That's right.
That whole complex
that's right,
by the Bedfords.
Yes.
Because they had the roadhouse in the
the ice rink and
it initially started as a wax rink.
Yes.
Roller
That's correct.
rink.
Yes.
And then of course this wonderful club with the Saturday Night Fever style
lights in
glass dance floor with the lights in.
So that became.
But they never had 1200s.
Oh really?
I think they had the 1700s with the
wheel.
With the wheel.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
So I managed to jump from bell-driven turntables with no pitch to this, which was a step up.
Yes. Yes.
And then
I got to say to you, the 1700, by the way, is an iconic turntable, and I mean you can't pick up one in a very good condition for under 20,000 now.
Is it?
Yeah. No, it's really. I mean, as you know, I repair turntables. When I got to say to you, the guys that have them don't want to part with them because they're even better than a 1200 in certain aspects.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, so that
had the range of the pitch.
That's correct. The little lights on it.
It's about 4% range, but that's the only limitation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we made it work, eh?
So that club eventually became the Groove.
Yes.
Copacabana and then the Groove.
And then something else.
But you know, just to get the story behind the story. So was Claude Mackerel a partner of the Bedford?
No,
because I don't remember him being one, but
no, that was way before that whole partnership. No, he actually was renting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But prior to that, he was the guy who built. He built the clubs.
Okay.
He built Talk of the Town. He built all the others.
Great stuff, and of course this afternoon Mr. Selwyn Bartlett sharing his story behind the story with us right here on SA Vinyl DJs. And then, you know, the big one I think was after that, when you from Athlone to Belleville.
No. Just before that,
it was on a straight road.
Then came Tiffany's in Paul.
Okay.
That was the actual springboard.
Okay.
That was the major.
Okay, so that was before Thriller, or
after?
Before Thriller. Because I remember you from Fort Tiffany's. That's what I remember, because I think when I was I lie. When I was at the Works Records, you were at Nouveau already.
That was after Thriller.
But I remember you were at Tiffany's at one stage. There was something with someone mentioned Selwyn, and I said, "Who's the Selwyn?" You know what I mean? So that's really so Tiffany's. You held the residency for how long?
From 1983 to 1997. So there was a 4-year residency.
Okay. And then obviously Kanti and Moon got hold of you. So
but that was then the jump from the 1700s to the 1200s came.
Yes.
And that's where you started perfecting your mixes.
Yes.
Okay. And I could just add that I used to religiously follow and listen to cassettes of Andre, Dr. Boogie.
Yes. Yeah. The late great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I was now on the Rolls Royce of all the machines. And I learned the hard way with belt-driven and SL 1700s.
Yes.
Now I've got the real thing.
Yeah.
And we just we nailed it.
And boy, could Andre play. Yes.
No, he could.
He was stellar. I mean, really.
But back in those days, this is now your full-time job. You
Yes.
are this person that's been held on a pedestal. You couldn't mess it up.
Yes.
So I would literally say part-time job would go in every 2 hours every single day, Monday to Friday, to go and practice mixes.
Wow.
To refine my skill.
So obviously you know that being your full-time job, but by this time you'd obviously left music.
Yes.
And I know that you sort of, and we'll get to the radio part a little bit later on, but I know that you sort of, and we're just talking about the club and the vinyl part for now, and saying, okay, well, Selwyn Bartlett, because most people I speak to today, if I say Selwyn Bartlett, they say Thriller.
Yeah.
Now, is there a reason for that connotation, or
Look, to be quite honest with you, we used to frequent Fun City Ice Rink, and Stanford was the DJ.
Yes,
that's
we
right.
knew there was a club next to Talk of the Town. Now, okay, we were quite cocky because we would go on a Saturday afternoon with our own 2 cassettes of music, and we would say to Stanford, okay, you can play your stuff for the first half an hour while the place is filling up. As soon as it's full, you take this one, you start at side A, and then you switch to that one, side B, and then you come back to side B on this cassette. Okay? You don't need to touch your own music, and that was pretty much the norm. And we ended up giving them music and telling their buyer what to go and buy at the right time, that sort of thing. So, but to be honest with you, I never knew that you actually played there. I only discovered that in later years. Yes. And the first time I heard you play was at Thriller.
Okay.
And there was that time you and Russell were there, and it was an amazing combination.
Yes.
So and that's probably why most people know Selwyn from Thriller.
I agree. And then I was a patron at Thriller as well. Coming from the southern suburbs to the northern suburbs to come and have a jaw to listen to you guys play, because I knew Russell.
Okay,
that's the whole thing, and with the roller skating thing.
But that's also another history, and we always forget about.
Correct.
Me and Russell go way beyond
the DJing thing.
Yeah,
yes.
Both were living in Stilton.
That's correct. Yes.
We went to Boy Scouts together.
Okay.
Russell was a roller
skating guy. I remember him from that.
I was the music guy.
Yes.
I never in my life thought that this roller skater will become a DJ ever. It was like chalk and cheese almost.
When we get him in, we're gonna say we're gonna mention that to him. So obviously Thriller, and then after Thriller, back
to the Boland to Club Nouveau.
Okay, so that's when we met.
Connected,
That's when we met. And I remember it was I always say to people, 91 was the best summer of my life, because you were there, we had such a jaw. The whole summer was just one big jaw. It was unbelievable. We were young, we were bulletproof.
Yes.
And it was unbelievable. It was a good time for music as well. I got to say that, because there were a lot of stuff that was given to us that we kind of thought would never make it, and if you play it today, people go, "Wow, that's a classic! Wow, that's a classic! Wow, that's a classic!"
This is the turn of the music era.
Correct.
From
Correct.
the 80s into that 90s, and I must say that was when I personally felt I was at the peak of my DJing skills in terms of actual skill.
Okay.
Technical skills.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was that.
I remember going to Nouveau and watching you play one night, and at that time I was still trying to do a little bit of scratching, and I wouldn't call it scratching. I'd call scratching the record, yes.
Yeah.
But I went there and you did a set, and for literally an hour, I went with Chris Ace.
Yes.
And I was sort of in the background, and I just watched, and I thought to myself, now when I get my own residency, this is how I'm gonna play. It was like I was standing there, and I thought, and then. In later years, I was at a club, and there's a track that was released in the late 90s, and I'm not going to mention the name of the club yet, called Kuyo's Children.
Yes.
And
Strictly Rhythm, was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was UMM as well, so label as well. So and everybody was playing the Goodmen and obviously all of that stuff, and you played this track, and I was like, what? Where did you think? I know. What were you thinking? Because people just went crazy. It was like unbelievable. And I searched for that track for a very long time. Mo knows about it, and he actually ended up finding a copy for me, and I collected it. So I want to say, Kuyo's Children.
I must tell you, I used to see Selwyn popping in at Tramps late at night, like 5 o'clock in the morning, probably after he's done whatever he's doing.
Yes.
And in the one night, some of my friends and I decided, no, tonight is it. We're going to take a trek through to Wellington to go and find this Club Nouveau. Now, in an era where there's no GPS, no cell phones, going to an area where there's no public phones, and very limited street lights. We must have driven through Wellington about 4 times
before
we couldn't find the place. We couldn't even find anybody to go and ask where the place is.
What was the place called? Sandburg?
No, Club Nouveau.
No, I'm saying, but what was next to the Sandburg?
It was part of the Langham Park Hotel.
That's it, Langham Park.
Okay, and this is like 10 o'clock at night, and everyone's asleep. The place is dark, you couldn't even find a police station. So.
Look, I can agree with you, because I can tell you, I don't remember
getting there. You never got to the place.
You never got to the place.
It was so small, you had to scream out.
So when somebody said to me afterwards, the thing with Wellington is it's so small, man. If you drive too fast, you're going to drive through it without even noticing it.
Yeah, look, I don't remember getting there, and I don't remember and I don't remember leaving. So yeah. So that's right, Mr. Selwyn Bartlett, right here with us. Definitely found. I need to say that to you. And of course, we found him right here on SA Vinyl DJs, the Vinyl Solution. Every Saturday afternoon, we come to you live from the Shadow Studios in Bellville, which is, I'll repeat, is a conversation we're going to be having very, very soon right here. And we want to say thank you to our sponsors, SA Music Library, for giving us a platform. and making sure that all our licensing is in order. I want to say to you, follow us on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. And also go to savinyldjs.co.za. The site is under construction. Will be live and direct to your mobile device, of course, from that site within the next month or two. We're just busy sorting out the coding. In the meantime, my producer says to me that we're going to be right back after this break with a mighty set from the iconic Cape Town DJ, Mr. Selwyn Bartlett, who joins us this afternoon. And like I said, he's been found. Be right back.
your soul just leaves you cold. There's one thing you can do to make it right for you. You need more calypso. If the music in your heart can't make your fire start, don't fall apart. You know the time has come to play a different drum. You need more calypso. You need more calypso. More calypso in your life. Just relax and ease the strain. Down in Port of Spain, you need more calypso. You need more calypso. More calypso in your life. Take it easy, let it flow in Trinidad and Tobago. You need more calypso. People always say everything that's here today will pass away. If your blood is running cold and you're worried about your soul, you need more calypso. In the middle of the night, when it's quiet and all the world seems right. If you're restless and you're bored, it cannot be ignored. You need more calypso. You need more calypso. More calypso in your life. Just relax and ease the strain. Down in Port of Spain, you need more calypso. You need more calypso. More calypso in your life. Take it easy, let it flow in Trinidad and Tobago. You need more calypso. In the heart of every man there beats a drum. That's where the thrust of life is coming from. This Caribbean fever, this magical delight will make everything alright.
Good afternoon. This is how we do a Saturday afternoon, live from the Mother City, Cape Town, from the Shadow Studios. One of my all-time favorites. In fact, they're all my favorites. This is just a favorite of a favorites. Tent City. That's where love goes. you enjoyed the tunes here. This is Promise Circle. Be Mine Tonight. Yes. This is like we used to do it back in the 80s. Clapping your hands and stomping your feet.
Be mine tonight.
Indeed, one of my favorite tracks. In fact, the label, Prelude, one of my favorite dance labels from back in the 80s. Nick's Tracker Band. She's actually a percussionist. She played with Prince. Sheila E. Love Bizarre.
all the things you ever wanted from this world. You have been surrounded by all the finest things in life since you were a little girl. Now you've changed, but not me. I'm still just an ordinary guy. Yet I'll give you all the love that you need. If you just let me try, girl, I can prove it. Yeah, I can prove it. But I can prove it. Girl, I can prove it. Yeah, I see you in your limousine, baby, and your fancy clothes when you were living high. Yeah, I used to wave at you from the street, but you just turned the other way and you passed me by. I've been holding on, waiting for you all, so patiently, yeah. Yeah, only I can treat you right, baby. Just wait and see. Girl, I can prove it. Yeah, I can prove it. But I can prove it. Girl, I can prove it.
Some of the stories you heard are true. You know when boy meets girl, what to do. No one told us of the birds and bees, but it was fun to learn from picture magazines. The ABC of kissing is all that we've been missing to make it work for me and you. For so long I've been wishing, and finally I met you. You make me feel so good. No strings attached, we both agreed. No pushing to tell of tingles that we feel. Keep it plain and simple, then we could decide. But we were
going proudly SA with some home brews. Margino's getting hot.
I have got a crush on you. You can make a dream come true. Call your name out loud when I sleep. I can see us getting real deep, getting hot. Getting ready for the best time of your life. We're getting hot, baby. Getting ready for the best time of your life. We're getting hot, getting ready for the best time of your life. We're getting hot, baby. Getting ready for the best time of your life. Now get ready for a steady boy. 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 I will buy you diamonds and furs. I will be your only girl. I will give you everything you need. 'Cause that's the way true love should be. Getting hot, getting ready for the best time of your life. Yeah, yeah. We're getting hot, sweet baby. Getting ready for the best time of your life. Tell me, getting hot, getting ready for the best time of your life. We're getting hot, oh yeah, getting ready for the best time of your life. You don't come around to see me in the week. You don't have the chance to call me on the phone. You don't come around to see me in the week. You don't have the chance. Call me on the phone, yeah. But Friday night, yes I know I'm not ready for ya, just waiting for you. Friday night, yes I know I'm not ready for ya, just waiting for you. I know we can special. 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 I know we can. Another lonely night on my own again. We don't love me no more. You don't love me no more. You don't come around to see me in the week. You don't have the chance to call me on the phone.
just had to eat the high with this one. Nice and slim from Jesse Green. Alright, are you ready for the break? And the rap. Taking us back to the good old days. Said I'm one of a kind, you all shock your mind. Put a wiggle, double wiggle up in your behind tonight. Get down, baby baba. Hey, hey, tonight I want you to know when you boogie to my beat, use your body and soul to move it all around. Said, baby, can you shake it to the ground? I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that. When the lights go out, everybody will scream, especially the ladies in the tight jeans. They move their bodies, it's out of sight. They're dancing out there like dynamite. I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that. I said you can try to out-rap me. You see, I am the best in history. A rickety talk, a rickety tea. I rock your body so viciously. I rap my way across the coast. There ain't the need for me to pose with this James Brown or Michael Jackson. They'll sure be amazed when they see my action. Are you ready? Here we go. Now hold your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Everybody say, oh yeah, oh yeah. Say party, party. Now scream.
Hey you, welcome back to SA Vinyl DJs. Right here on the app, SA Music Library. It's Saturday afternoon and boy are we having a good time. You know, some comments were made there on WhatsApp and Facebook. Zach, you're so formal today. Ja. Ek is nie formal nie, is maar net. Selwyn is hier so, nou moet ek I have to keep myself nice and reserved from America. You know what I mean, like today, you know what I'm saying?
We're in the company of the elite here. So.
Yeah, no, we're in the company of the elite and boy, were we having fun. That's right here on SA Vinyl DJs on SA Music Library. We want to say welcome back to you. And of course, our special guest this afternoon, the iconic Cape Town DJ, Mr. Selwyn Bartlett, right here with us. Wow, what a set.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you select that? No.
No. You gave me a list.
I'm going to claim some credit for that. There are a few tunes here that
Is it?
yeah. Especially that last one.
Oh yes, that is a given. I mean, that without a doubt has to be played. But they were just random tunes I choose randomly. And I think I like to do that because you feed off your mood at the time.
Yes.
When you prepare things, something happens in between, and you go like, nah. So I came here earlier, and it was basically mood, it's the weather, it's the people I'm surrounded with. So I created that whole set.
Wow. And it was like, okay, so but just by the way, Selwyn Bartlett is a producer, everybody, so as well. So you produced that, and obviously, you know,
there's quite the actual rap.
No. I'm saying the set.
Yes.
And literally all of that, I was here earlier before the show, and that happened in a half an hour, because I was like panicking, like, you know, don't you want to get into it? Don't you want? He said, no, relax. He said, relax. He says to me, relax. I'll just go there to the shelf and take out what I need. And that was it. So wow. Okay, we're gonna start back to front today, Mo. Okay. So the rap. Let's talk about that first.
Is a drunken rap. I mean, we used to drink quite a lot back in the day, and consumed quite a bit of alcohol.
Yes.
And it was a one-liner.
Yeah.
Which I initially had copied from a guy called Ian. I can't remember Ian's surname, but he used to be a DJ at the club called Traffic Lights, and he was part of Electric Circus Mobile Disco.
Okay. So he meant Gary Adams were together.
He meant Glenn.
Glenn Jacobs.
Yes,
that's it.
The Traffic Lights.
That's it. Yes.
So I picked up that line from him. He was a very good rapper. I picked up that line from him, and of course the alcohol added everything else.
Oh, okay.
So it was one line. Look, but if you count all the lines, it took that amount of weeks to get to the full rap. So we would add an extra line and another line and another line, and that's how we completed that rap.
Okay, so that was like a whole year of drinking.
That's a lot of drinking.
That's a lot of alcohol. Yes.
Is there a specific brand?
I think it was not rum back then, Not a love.
And then of course Brenda Fassie, and there was a lot of like local stuff, and then obviously I've got import pressings from a lot of local stuff.
Yeah, they were good. But I think that was influenced by a time I met Oscar Renzi and Treasure Shabalala from 604 Capital Radio, and I did a trip to Joburg, and I was asked to be a guest DJ at this club called 527.
Okay.
And anyway, and local music was the in thing. You know, Joburg was very big on local music, and I got there, and the crowds were dancing to my hit songs. I was playing hit after hit, and Oscar came and he said to me, "Listen, I'll produce and you just present."
Yes.
And he started handing me the song, the Oi Chakla, Zone 3, and a couple of other, and that's where I pick up Sipo Mapuse, Burnout, and I realized that this is quite, and I started bringing them back. In fact, I got a whole batch of vinyl to bring back out from the record companies, and started playing local stuff.
Yes.
And I think that
was what, 85 maybe?
84,
85, because I remember all of a sudden were looking for all that stuff.
Yes.
Like 84, 85, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember the very first 12-inch I bought myself at Ragtime Records was the Rocket Situation.
Okay.
Because it was like everything was local that time. So and I still have that record, believe it or not. So nevertheless, and then obviously some of the crowd favorites were in there. I mean, you know,
the Mine Tonight. There was
correct. You know,
Love Bazaar.
So the Be Mine Tonight, that mix, because I know there's one or two other DJs, I'm not going to mention names, that also do that mix. Okay, so with the scratching, that
scratch I picked up from Saki and at Limelight in Pretoria.
Okay.
I just came back and did the exact same thing, because that was the era.
Because there's some Cape Town DJs, and this is where we go behind the story. Let me just stop straight here quickly. Okay, so they claim that scratch, Be Mine Tonight, you know.
Yeah.
So now I'm saying, okay, so we're talking to the original guy that did that.
That copied it from the original guy in
from
Pretoria. The original guy in Cape Town.
Yes, the original guy in Cape Town. Okay. Now we just got to get that right, because like I said, I'm not going to mention any name, but I know one or two other DJs that obviously they lay claim to that thing basically. And then of course that little bit of Prince influence in
Love Bazaar.
Love Bazaar. Wow. I mean,
she was.
I mean, yes.
Now that's a magical tune.
I mean, the whole composition of the track.
But back then we never had the internet, so we couldn't really go and research this artist. Only years later we learned that she was part of the Prince's band.
Yes.
She was actually just a percussionist, you know. But that song was a massive floor filler.
Yeah. I remember Charlie Parker.
And very crossover. You heard it at the white clubs, you heard it at the club clubs.
No, fully. So, vinyl DJing.
Yes.
Okay. Let's just get your take on it. I mean, is it going somewhere? Has it always been around and just in the background, and it's now all of a sudden in the forefront? You know, what's your take on vinyl DJing?
Look, I've just moved with the times, because it was easier to carry
MP3s.
We're not supposed to say that on the show.
No, that's fine. But I mean, we moved with the times.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to come back to vinyl. I've never had the opportunity until today.
Okay.
And I was quite, I didn't know what to expect.
Okay.
Well, I still have that skill, but it's like driving a car. You you will never lose that skill. And when I got here, I thought, wow, it took me about 5 minutes to get used to the buttons, and then it all came back.
Yeah, because
this is where it all started. You see.
Well, I was about to say. I mean, you haven't lost any of the skill.
Yeah.
In fact, some of that beat matching that you did there. I mean, I wouldn't attempt it. I don't think Mo would attempt it. I mean, I was like, wow. I mean, look at that. And then obviously you made that comment, with that one person comes up to you in the crowd and says, that was lazy. That was lazy. You know what I'm saying? There's always that aficionado. You know what I'm saying?
But to answer your question, I think it's a really nice way of DJing.
Yes.
If you compare it to the newer technology. Yes. And I wish that everybody can just go back and start playing with vinyl. The sound is so much better.
Yeah.
But just everything, you don't have sync buttons and you don't have nothing. It's an art.
So a friend of ours who was here last week on the show, Oliver Smith, who is a Selwyn Bartlett super fan, he made an interesting comment, and then every week we pick that up. I mean, he said that
Thanks, Oliver.
He said it's a rite of passage. You know what I mean? So if you haven't gone through that rite of passage, then
you can't just go and sync.
You can't just go and call yourself a DJ, actually.
Yeah.
So that's literally what it is. And the future, I mean, it's so obviously it's on the rise.
Yes.
I mean, I got tons of guys looking for turntables. What's the advice from Selwyn Bartlett? I mean, if you now want to all of a sudden go out and buy yourself a set of turntables and a mixer.
I'm extremely streetwise, and I pick up things.
Yes.
And I like picking up things because what I do believe is that, and I just generally, not only just vinyl, I see we it's like, like fashion revolves.
Yeah.
It's like people's lifestyles and stuff are all going back. People are eating organic.
Yes.
That's the way we used to eat back then.
Yes.
People are, in business, people are trading off and bartering, like, back in the day.
Yeah.
You fix my door, I'll give you a tray of eggs.
Yes.
There's no money.
Yes.
Yeah. So that bartering system, the same with vinyl. Just come, bring it back again.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the availability of all the songs that you want.
Yeah.
But you've got enough. So that
Mo was saying last week that there's a lot of new artists that are obviously pressing to vinyl as well. So, or current artists.
Yes, no, they're pressing to vinyl. There's releases coming out on a daily basis.
Yes.
A huge challenge for us is our financial situation. Our currency is very weak, so obviously it becomes quite an expensive exercise for you to go and shop vinyl. And but internationally, and again, I follow the big festivals and everything, and every clip that I've looked at this week has 4 CDJs and 2 SL1210s.
Wow.
So that tells you something.
Yeah.
You may not be watching the clip of the guy that used turntables, but somewhere on that lineup, somebody's using vinyl. And these are youngsters. These are not old people.
So it's not just for old people. In other words.
No. I think again, it's just the realization that this is an art. And it requires skill, and people are enjoying the challenge of spinning on vinyl and showcasing skill and art, as opposed to just pushing a sync button and playing a hit.
So would Selwyn Bartlett take the time to start collecting vinyl if he was gifted a set of SL1200?
Definitely.
Okay, there we go. Obviously, the mighty Selwyn Bartlett right here on SA Music Library, on SA Vinyl DJs. And I need to say to you guys, get the app at the App Store and obviously at the Google Play Store. Is Selwyn Bartlett available for gigs still?
I still am. I took a bit of a almost like a break this year, but I think it's a seasonal thing as well. This last couple of months, I'm just having and this age.
Okay.
You don't feel like leaving the home after 9 o'clock at night and coming home at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. But I'm sure when summer comes, you've got more energy, everyone's in a better mood.
Yes.
But if I could play the vinyls,
okay,
I'll be out there every night.
Okay. And of course, there's certain tracks that we identify with Selwyn. I'm sure you'd agree, Mo.
Yes.
Yeah. And certain raps we identify with Selwyn.
Yes.
I'll just leave that out there.
Thank you for clearing that up. I mean, we've been sort of dying to get an opportunity to just clear up that one thing, because that particular rap is for whatever reason associated with a particular DJ in Cape Town.
Right.
And when you tell people, but that's not the first one who did that.
Right.
Then you get a few ugly stares and
no.
comments.
And that's because I was hidden away on the other side of the mountain.
Okay.
And this was the urban area, so there was a bigger pool of people, but it was very limited amount of people.
In closing, I mean, are there still a lot of characters in the game, like, or were they, or more than back then, or?
There are always characters in the game. I don't know how to measure the more or the less, but there are always characters. There always was. There always were, and there's always going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the one DJ that was the biggest influence on your career. I mean, that you would say, if I look back at my whole career, I mean, is there one name that stands out for you?
Not exactly one name, but if I look at just quickly off the top of the list, definitely Shep Pettibone.
Okay.
Because he remixed all those prelude label stuff. That was the classic disco stuff back in the early 80s. Yes. But I used to listen to him to try and do what he was doing. Okay. And then that was from an international level. And then Ben Librand followed, which was also one of my my favorites. But then locally, as I said, was obviously Boogie. Okay. Because Boogie was on par with what they were doing.
Yes.
Okay.
And obviously, it was better to go and steal with the eye from Boogie than to see what somebody else was doing on the other side of the.
Well, I'll tell you something. One of the things that Boogie, one of the first lessons I got from him was that you can't buy class. Okay. And of course, this afternoon on the show, this is class.
Absolutely, thank you.
So I got to say to you, well done, Selwyn, and thank you very much for joining us. I mean, it's been an honor and a privilege, and I need to say to you, we definitely need to get you back. And hopefully I can get you back to sit on the panel, so that when we get one of our good friends in that we mentioned early on, that you're the one asking questions, what I mean? So,
okay.
So Mr. Simmons, if you're listening,
all right,
and you're watching, what I mean? We've got your number, and we're going to make sure that we've got the right panel sitting here when you do come in, so that we can find out what the ecstasy of DJing is all about. Definitely. And of course, to my selector Mokan, once again, as a good set, thank you very much. And of course, make sure that you support the page mokan.com. That's coming soon. Okay. Right. And then of course, my producer DJ Noisy Boy, he'll be back with us every week doing his thing. We want to say thank you to our sponsors, ACOM Reliable Branding and Printing Solutions. Go to www.a-com.co.za and find them on the web for the best branding solutions in the northern suburbs. And of course to SA Music Library for the platform. I want to say thanks, guys, and make sure that you stick to the rules. And what's the rules? Play the move with the groove. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.